So you've decided to sell your house. You invite me over for a listing appointment, everything's going great, and then I pull out the list of expenses. Here's where I show you how much money you could make on your house after all the expenses are paid. And we go through the list, and then I say,
hey, there's always a possibility that the buyer is going to ask you to help pay their closing costs.
And I've seen it hundreds of times. There's this gut reaction inside of you, and you say,
I'm not paying the buyer's closing costs. If the buyers want to buy my house, they can pay their own costs.
I get it. Take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. I'm Natalie Bratton, your Oklahoma ambassador with RE/MAX First, and if you will stick with me for just a couple of minutes, I'm going to explain to you why you actually should help pay the buyer's closing costs and how it's really in your best interest and that you could even make more money. So take a deep breath and let's talk about it. Hey everybody, I'm Natalie. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, I give lots of real estate advice. I've been a realtor for 22 years. I've sold hundreds of houses. And so I'm going to help you on your buying and selling journey. But I also like to show off where I live. I like to show off great stories and people and places and things to do here in the Oklahoma City metro area. But today I want to talk to the home sellers about closing costs and why you should expect a buyer to ask you to help pay their closing costs and why you should actually go against that gut instinct and go for it. All right, home seller, here's why you should help pay the buyer's closing costs. First of all, we are in a market where here in the metro area, we have 1,500 listings more this year than we did in 2025. We have 4 months of inventory on the market versus 3 months of inventory. What does that mean? That means you have more competition. Therefore, your attitude going into this home selling is an attitude of cooperation. You want to work with buyers to find a deal that works for both of you. So where can we make a difference in the clients and the buyer's monthly payment? Well, that's in the interest rate. Interest rates are in the 6s right now. For most of us, we would like to have them in the 4s and 5s, right?
Right, of course.
Well, in 2026, I have seen the rate as low as 4.99. I've seen plenty of buyers get in the low 5s as high as like 4.875. And that is with the buyer being able to buy discount points as part of their closing costs to buy the house. Being able to buy down the interest rate can make or break it for a home buyer. So a buyer has saved up their down payment and their closing costs and their moving expenses, but then there's also buying down the rate. And the more that a buyer can use to buy down the rate, the better their monthly payment's going to be. Well, guess what? There are rules on how much a buyer can pay towards loan fees. And once they hit that maximum amount, they can't pay anymore. They're not allowed. But guess who is allowed to help buy down their rate? You, the seller. You are the person that's going to help the buyer get the low interest rate that makes them able to afford your home. I'm not saying take a lowball offer and pay the buyer's closing costs. List your house at the right price, and then the buyer's going to come along, give you full price or close to full price, and ask you to pay that concession. Like,
okay, we're going to raise the price $5,000, but pay this $10,000 in concessions.
It's all negotiable, and it's a situation where we want what's best for you as the seller, but we also want the buyer to be able to buy your house. So it's just a deal we negotiate and work out so everybody's happy. And listen, seller, are you buying a house after this? Because you absolutely should do the same thing unless you're paying cash. If you're getting financing, you need to plan now that you're going to want to ask the home seller on the house you're buying to do the same thing. Every single realtor and every single lender should be,
in my opinion,
telling their clients that they need to buy discount points and that they need to ask for concessions from the seller so that we can all get a decent, good interest rate and be able to afford the house. Let's help everybody get a rate they can live with. And the way we do that is through the buyer asking the seller to help buy down your rate. So how should you price your house with this in mind? Should you price your house higher knowing that you're going to be asked to pay concessions? First, my caveat is that every neighborhood, every house, every situation is unique, and that I would want to meet with you first before we decided. So I would say maybe a little bit is my answer. Maybe 1% higher, but I wouldn't go 3% higher, because there's a lot of homes on the market, and if you overprice your house just a little bit, a buyer may come look at your house and say, it's too high, I'm not buying it. It's better to price your house just right and then raise the price if you need to help make those concessions work. So there you have it. Listen, sellers, it's really in everybody's best interest if you take a breath and we negotiate it out and you do help cover their costs. And again, when you turn around and buy your next house, you need to ask the seller of that house to do the same thing for you. Let's all help each other get the low rate that we need to be able to buy the homes we want to live in. There you have it. I'm Natalie Bratton. Thanks for watching. I post a video most weeks, and I am happy to give any advice and tips I can within reason. That's within my license. So if you need help and want to talk about buying or selling real estate in the Oklahoma City metro area, I am here for you. Come back next week for more. Thanks.